Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Erlengrat, Claas Farm on Erlengrat. Yeah, so I was on my way to France, and I happened past this beautiful town of Erlengrat and stayed overnight, and I just fell in love. And I thought, you know what, maybe I should just set up shop here. Now, the amazing thing is there was this dude that owned this farm before, and sadly, he was seriously injured in a plane crash on his way on a hunting trip. And this was his inheritance, and he decided that he didn't want to do farming anymore. And so I've been looking around the area, and I came in a little late. Unfortunately, after his accident, he sold all the equipment on the farm, and also there was another crop farm, which was like down here somewhere that he had, or maybe it was up here, I don't know. Somewhere down here was a crop farm that he had running, and he sold all those lands, but he still wasn't able to sell the main farm. So I decided to buy it. Now, my cousin back at the brewery talked me into keeping he wanted to keep all the equipment. And he's like, look, I really need all this stuff. You know, instead of taking 1.3 and all the equipment, would you be just willing to take $2 million? So I took $2 million, and he's got $100,000 left over to make it through the year. He'll be fine. He's already making quite a profit. So he made some money off the silage. Anyway, as long as he pays me at the end of the day, we're all good. But I have done some, big improvements to this farm from the original owner. And, of course, I went with the local dealer does sell Claas equipment, so we have a little bit smaller equipment than we've traditionally had. And I don't have any crop. We're probably going to need to find croplands. But I upgraded the farm, and so let me show you around a little bit. So we're going to run down to the I did a little surprise on this map. He had sold all his cows, and he had just a regular cow pen. So I've upgraded the farm. Unfortunately, I had to get rid of the machine shop, but I put in this much nicer facility for the cows, and we have 45 cows in there. Now, they're all young. I don't expect us to start getting milk until next year, hopefully. But we're going to start feeding them like we mean it. And so what I've done is I decided I eventually wanted to buy the chocolatier in town. There's a huge chocolate factory down there in town. But in the meantime, I thought at least we had enough capital to get this dairy started. Now, the downside is I'm out of money. So I'm probably going to have to look at purchasing I'm going to have to look into purchasing at least one small crop field so that we can get some straw, because we need straw for our cows. I don't really care about the product that comes off it. I'm more just looking for straw. But what that means is we're going to have to buy a harvester too, which sucks. But it is what it is. But here, we put this nice little dairy in, and we're going to manufacture milk and cheese. And here's the front parking lot. People can come and buy directly from us. Or they can get us. We're going to distribute to the local grocer. So that's going to be pretty cool. But so this is all added in down here. And then, of course, up top we had the new cow pen, and I'll show you that again. Yeah, so I've upgraded the land a little bit. I also bought the neighbor. I spoke to the neighbor, and I was able to convince them to sell me this plot over here. So we also own all this land directly in front of us. So we have a huge amount of grass. I will also probably sell silage bales, though right now I haven't been able to afford a silage, like a baler with a silage wrapper. So we're probably going to have to look into that too. But we're going to grow it somewhat organically, but I think I am probably still going to have to take out a loan just to survive. And when I do that, I might just take out the max loan of $500,000 that I'm allowed and really get some more equipment that I need, because right now we're, like I said, a little short. We're going to store our bales in there. I don't need a lot of bales, I don't think, but anyway, we got everything we need for the cows, but like I said, we still need to get, if we're going to sell bales, we'll probably need we could sell them off. I have, the farm came with this wagon. Did you guys see it? There's this blue wagon that we could use to sell bales. We can stack them maybe neatly on there. We'll have to see. I'm not very good at stacking bales. But we could stack some there. I mean, the other option is we could go with square bales instead of round bales, I suppose. And then once again, we'll make silage here. But with the square bales, I can't really wrap them, the little ones. I have to think about how to do this. I mean, honestly, I think we'll be okay. But I think selling silage bales is going to be important for us, so we probably need to get a baler that does silage wrap. So let's go ahead and get the tractor, and I'm going to take our little baler into town, and we're going to get a wrapper. We could probably sell the collection wagon too. I don't think we have to use the silo then to make silage. We'll just use bales. So that means we can actually sell the silo off the property. And once again, another option too with the hay is we can just buy hay. Let's see what we got for field. So it's there. See, the downside is, once again, I'd have to get a harvester no matter what. The other option is we could see if we could do, we could sell this too. We could see if we could do contracts for local farmers, because then we could just, let me think about this. Yeah, we could do contracts. And maybe they would let us steal some straw from their fields. So I'm going to keep that flatbed trailer in case we need it. Though, you know what? If we're doing now, we're going to need to sell it all. I've got an idea. So I'm going to get all this stuff sold, and then I will hop back in once this is all taken care of, because I got about 3 trips I have to make, and then we'll look at balers and see what we have available. So I'll see you guys in just one moment. All right, so I've done the dirty deed. I sold the collection wagon, our little baler. And, it's Pottinger crap. I really want Claas stuff anyway. So let's go ahead and see what we have available as far as balers go. Ironically, we don't really have any Claas mowers available, but these Pottinger mowers are nice because the crossflow actually windrows. So if we're doing silage, it goes a lot faster. I want to kind of see what Claas offers. Does this wrap? It does. It doesn't do as much as the Pottinger, but it's also a little bit smaller. The Pottinger is pretty large. And on the hills, this will be easier to manage. So it's a Roland Uniwrap. Let's see how this one works. And our foil color, we probably want to do just white is fine. What kind of different wheels do we have? I usually like the BKT stuff for the mountains because we get the snow, and though we're not usually bailing in the snow, that's a point. But I do prefer these tires. So there's the Claas baler. I think that's a decent buy. Now I've taken out a $100,000 loan. I should be able to afford both of these pieces of equipment. So we got that. That'll make life easier. And I think this Anderson bale trailer that Anderson makes, that should help us save some time too. It's pretty pricey, but there we go. These all work with our equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the baler and take it back. And I'm going to try to find hopefully a farmer around here is going to be harvesting something that produces straw. And we'll jump on a contract with them, and hopefully they'll allow us to take home some of the bales. Actually, maybe I'll just leave this stuff here for now, because I'll probably just try to go get the bales right away for our farm. I don't need a ton, but I need some. So let's go ahead and pop that there. Now, I have the bale shredder, and I want to see, I'm not sure if that's compatible with round bales or square bales. That might be a problem. Bale wrappers. Is it under wrappers or is it under animals? It's probably under animals. There we go. The Pro Chop. 2 bales is what it takes. Oh, well. Doesn't say what it works with, so it probably is fine with our bales. Let's just assume, right? Because we won't make an arse out of you and me. Okay, so I'm going to park this here, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can find a contract. So, actually, we'll take this back because I need the pickup truck to look around anyway. So we're going to go ahead and drive back to the farm in our Claas tractor. And oh, by the way, for those of you who want to know, a little side note. As a farmer, I love farm games. So that new Farm Sim 22 game that came out, I did some testing on my laptop, and except for when you're driving in the cab, when you're outside, if you put on DLAA with a NVIDIA laptop, mine has a 27 or 2060 card in it, it runs just as smooth as FarmSim 19 did. So for those of you wondering about that, there you go. But anyway, sometimes us real-life farmers, you know, like to play some of those farming games too. So so is this pronounced Rolant or Rolant? Unirap Rolant? But anyway. All right, there's the milk facility. Once again, there's our dairy. Producing nothing probably till next year, honestly. I know it's going to be a long haul for us over the winter. I don't expect us to really make much money at all, if any, until next year. Hopefully we'll start making money. And then we can buy out the chocolate there. And make chocolate. All right, so we're going to stop right here. That's probably good enough. And let's go ahead and grab the pickup truck and see if we can't find any contracts that'll suit us. So I'm going to run down and talk to some of the local farmers. I will be right back once I've done that. Oh, look, I didn't realize we had this mower. I'm probably not going to end up using that, so we could probably sell that for some money. I'll be back. So I called around, and lo and behold, I was able to find a contract that is doing wheat. So I'm going to talk to him about, we'll have to see if he lets us use the wheat that comes off his field or not. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't let us take some. We don't need all of it, but, you know, the pay is pretty low, but it is money after all. So let's go see what goes on, and I'm going to drive down to the shop, and we'll pick up from there. So I'll be back. All right, I'm pulling in here, and we're going to park, and looks like all the stuff is there. He even gave us, you know, they rent the equipment themselves, so he even gave us a tractor with a trailer and all this cool stuff. So I'm hoping the harvester can, the harvester can pull in its own trailer. I'm going to go ahead and send somebody to take this crappy John Deere over to the farm, and we'll hire somebody to go do that so we don't have to do it because we need to move the harvester. So we're going to field number 10, and we're going to say, no, I don't want that. That's my tractor. I want that guy. Yep, and we're going to say set destination here facing that way. And there they go. Now, we have to pay for that out of our own pocket, but it's only going to be maybe $50. And so let's go and grab this guy. And I'm going to get that header hopefully loaded onto that header trailer. And then we'll go ahead and get the harvest started. And hopefully they'll allow us to take some bales. I don't know. It's kind of a big ask, but, you know, sometimes, yeah, they're not worth tons. They really are, but we'll see. Well, that was a total miss. I haven't done this before, so there we go. I'm a grass farmer. I don't. Wow. Okay, there we go. It's on, barely. And let's see if we can't get this hitched. Looks like it's going to be a little bit low, but no, that should work. As long as the pipe doesn't hit the header. Oh, so close. It works though. All right, so where is this field? I see our tractor down there, so I'm assuming that that's the way we need to go. Probably the back way here. So let's go ahead and drive down there and see what we see. This is a big harvester. Feels a little congested on this tiny little map. Well, that's a cool header trailer. I like that. I've never seen one with double wheels before. That's pretty neat. Whoa, don't hit the sign. All right. This is where the grain mill is, I believe. Oh, there's a lime station there, too. Look at that. The old lime station, I don't know. We're probably going to have to lime our fields at some point. And where's our tractor? He's way down there. Is this not the right field? Oh, this is 14. Okay. So we're going to have to go. Yep, he's down. So the field's over there. Thankfully, we could see our worker driving around. Otherwise, I wouldn't know exactly where to go. And we're going to cut around the corner here. Ooh. Whoa. Back at home in America, they put a traffic circle in my local hometown, and there was, of course, an accident right away. And I thought, oh, man, people in America just don't know how to use these traffic circles. But the bottom line was, it turned out it was actually past the circle. There's a driveway leaving the traffic circle, and somebody crashed there. It's a pretty bad crash, too. It was like a 3-car collision. Man, how do you manage to do that? But somehow they did. All right, so we're only $100,000 in debt. If we can get straw off the field this way, that's hopefully all the debt that we're going to have to take on. What did the trailer's flipping me over? That's a pretty steep turn there. Oh my gosh, I've been driving this whole way without my beacon on. What was I thinking? All right, so let's get the header on. Hey, mate, can you let the doggy in? Sorry for the interruption, folks. All right, so we've dropped our header, and we're going to get that thing mounted. This crop next door, it looks dead. What is this? Is that dead? No, it's ready to harvest. Okay. Try not to run over the crops before we harvest them. But we're so tight in here with these spaces to work. It's not. Should probably have done this on the road. And the fencing around the field is kind of a headache. We're going to have to. There we go. Hang on 1 second, folks. All right, so we're going to do this and go ahead and get started here. Oh, can I get? No, it's not yet. And oh, we want to put that down. There we go. We're going to make. See, he wasn't even going to plan on making straw, so no, that's the wrong one. He was making straw. There we go. So we'll have some straw. Hopefully he'll let us use that. We'll have to. I haven't asked yet. I'm a little afraid to ask the guy, but anyway. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this field harvested. I'll be back when I'm done. We'll get this finished, and then we'll see if he lets us use some of the straw from the contract. So hopefully he will, because we really need it. So, all right, guys. See you in just a minute. So I had a conversation with said farmer, and Owen apparently needs to keep the bales. He's got somebody who's already purchased them. So I guess we're just going to have to get them from the shop. It's not like an ideal situation, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, I just couldn't make the deal. So, but you know what? The money I take from this, we'll make money from this contract, hopefully. And the money that we make from this contract, we will, we'll take that money and buy, I'm going to make $5,000 from this, so we'll buy $5,000 in bales, and that should pretty much even everything up, and it should be enough bales for us, in general. I don't think we'll need more than that. What are you doing? Got my pup with me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this finished, guys. I'll see you in just one moment. So our trailer is full, so we're going to have to make a run to the supermarket. I'm going to just hire a worker for a couple minutes while I'm gone. Sucks that we have to pay for that ourselves. I could just leave it, but I want to keep this thing going because, you know, we need to get this done. So let's go ahead and drive over to the supermarket with the tractor and start fulfilling this contract. I'm not sure exactly which market we're supposed to be going to, but I think it's the one in town, the one that we can purchase. Maybe someday we'll own it. Chapman Grocers. I like the sound of that. So I wonder if there are any farmers out there that actually wear like full-on uniforms from companies like Claas. Like this is a definite like Claas. Like I work on Claas tractors uniform. Maybe they do. I don't know. You don't see that as much in America, I don't think. Mostly people wear jeans and T-shirts. They will wear brands on there, though, but they don't wear, like, a uniform. But maybe that's, like, a European thing. I don't know. Especially when it's a privately owned enterprise. So, a little bit disappointed about the whole thing with the... oh, wait. Can we cut through here? Because we're going to. Doesn't look like we can. Nope, 19's too big. It's a little disappointing with the whole, you not being able to get the straw for free, but it was a risk that we took. Corn looks like look how tall that corn is, man. It's really growing. It's not ready to harvest yet. It'd be ready to, if you were going to chop that for silage, it'd be ready, but it's not ready for harvest yet. It is only August, though. Around here, I'm not sure when they harvest it. Probably October. Probably gets too cold after that. Oh, look, there's my pickup. That's a terrible parking job. Who did that? Whoops. There's our Anderson bale trailer. That's a nice unit. Oh. I was a little worried about that guy there. I thought he was going to cross the sidewalk. You got to really watch around here. They have the right of way. People don't look, they just walk out. All right, so it says this is where it's going. So let's go ahead and deliver this. Oh, man, it's a one-way. Wish I would have known that. Oh, for crap's sake. They make you come in that way. If I'd known this, I would have swung way out. I didn't realize it was a one-way. I thought we were just going to get hit it. There we go. Now I got it. I got it. As I knock the air conditioners off the building. All right, let's take a look. There's that. So we're overloading. Surprised they buy it directly. Usually they should get it from a flour mill or something, but okay. 16%. That seems a little low considering that was like 2/3 of the field. That's not going to be a good thing. But we'll get paid either way. Don't you worry. All right, so we are returning to the farm, and I'm going to go ahead and get this contract done. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video today as we started our adventure here on the Alpine farm, as we are using our John Deere tractor, but we are a Claas equipment farm ourselves. Anyway, I hope you guys have had an enjoyable time, and I will finish this up, and I'll meet you at the end of the harvest, and we'll see how things go. I have a feeling we're going to have some issues, but I don't know. The owner seemed really nice. I don't think the guy is going to skunk me over, so we'll have to see what happens, but I think we'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be an issue. These people usually are very good people around here. I've been here long enough over the summer to know that everyone's really kind and very honest. And so I don't think we're going to have a problem, but it's weird how the grocery store is only reporting 16%. It's bizarre. I'm going to go ahead and empty this off. Actually, we'll grab this little bit here. Sometimes these workers don't do a great job. All right, so that does it, and we're going to go ahead and dump this off. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the beginning of this series, and we'll have a lot of fun here. Hopefully making our dairy farm work and eventually buying the big chocolate factory and making chocolate. So, all right, guys, see you soon. Bye.